Hey, Bruce Naylor here. Thanks for watching another episode of the IT Shop. Sorry it's been a while, but I appreciate it if you like my videos. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. So the IT Shop is kind of like a journal that I try to do, a video journal, if you will, about the trials and tribulations of running an IT consulting company. And the last couple of weeks has been really crazy. I've got a number of projects on the table, and inevitably there's things that goes wrong with each and every one of them. Enough about that. The purpose of today's video, I want to talk to you about a couple different things I want to share with you. And this, no matter what business that you own or if you're going to own, I got to tell you this story. This was told me a long time ago by a really old guy at the time. It was a great little piece of business advice, and it was at a bar, actually. I got talking to the guy. He goes, let me tell you something about business. One of the things I learned, he said, what it is, you ever wonder why a hooker wants paid up front? I go, well, I never really thought about it. And he said, well, it's because the value of the service diminishes greatly after the service is performed. That was funny, but you know what? There's a lot of truth in it. Essentially, when you're doing work for somebody, they want you to, when they hire you, they want that work done normally right away. The question is, if you allow them to do it on time, you offer, give them a bill, they can pay you later. What we call a purchase order, if you're taking stuff from other businesses, etc., you're sending out invoices. What happens is you find yourself waiting on your money. They needed the work done right away. Now you did it. Now it's no longer important to them, and it's another bill sitting in a stack, and it might get paid within the agreed upon period of time. It may take 2, 3, 4 times. You might be waiting months to get your money. The point is, you're not a banker. If you're an IT consultant, that's what you do. You're not in the business to make interest-free loans to your customers for 30, 60, 90 days. If you're a plumber, same thing. If you're an electrician, whatever. That's why it's so important to get paid up front for your work. At least get a good down payment on it so you have something to show. But be very careful about granting terms to customers. Now, I accept purchase orders from my customers. However, I do my homework. I check them out. I make sure that they've got good credit references. I actually have a credit app that I developed. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do that with everybody, and maybe you've done business with them for a long time. Great. Then take the PO if you trust and get paid. But remember, every time you do that, you're playing the role of a banker. And that's not what you do for a living. You're not in the loan business. Normally, most companies, if it's a relatively small amount, can use a credit card. I mean, there's services that PayPal takes, and there's all kinds that you can take credit cards from. But the object is to get your money up front whenever possible, unless you have a great business relationship, or you will find yourself in a cash flow situation. Because the electric company, they won't give you a net 30. They won't give you net 60 to pay the electric bill. Your vendors want paid right away. They don't want to wait on their money. Just some practical business advice. Just be real careful about not becoming a banker and not letting your receivables build up. Stay on top of your receivables. It is a huge thing. And that's something that puts a lot of little companies out of business. They got a whole bunch of receivables and they got a stack of payables they can't pay because they're waiting to get paid from their customers. That's it. That's really all I got to talk about on this week's installment of the IT Shop. Always love your comments down below. I'll talk to you later.